Feels like winter. It is November 5th, 2025. Good morning with Carrie. God bless you. And God bless everybody in the world for letting us live these lives, undo all our past traumas and all of our karma slash sins. So thank God for everything. Yeah. Hello, Samuel Levin, Levi Lamplighter. God bless everybody. Yeah. Most people don't actually see the life they're living. They're not in control. They're very well out of control. But that is the great illusion. You can never be out of control. You're simply not aware. And in this era, a lot of people are waking up. And I do want to say something that most people, it's not that easy to have awareness. Okay? So a lot of people, especially on YouTube, it doesn't matter who you could follow, Eckhart Tolle, Muji, Robert Spira, any non-duality person. And a lot of that is just with logic. So I do want to emphasize that there are techniques, because most people just can't jump into awareness. And it just so happens that a lot of people, even though they talk, they might not even experience what you would call awareness or enlightenment. But they could be talking about it. Okay. And then they don't have no techniques for you. So where are you gonna go? Okay. And this is the great illusion that you are always in control. Hello, Bella Kush Powder. We got to be grateful, always somebody worse off. Yeah, yeah. Most people can't, they are not really thankful for anything. Okay? They don't even know what they have. Not like you're going in war. It's not like you have some crazy disease where you're laying in bed all day. These people don't even think about that. Okay? It's not like you're starving to eat every day in some place. Yeah. People that are negative or have no awareness, such as a caveman, you could say, it's basically what they are. They focus on the negative. They hone in on the negative. So they feel negative, sad or angry. or, they're thinking negative. Thinking negative. They see the world as complete negative because they're just honed in onto this one thought. Hello, D-Man. God bless you, D-Man. Are you aware that we live in a... I almost fell upwards. Three-dimensional reality? Yeah. Like, I know we are in this physicality. Yeah. But I'm not really too thrilled about the other dimensions, because if you're there, you're there. Everything is just a mind game for most people. In fact, everything is inside of you. Never think there's nothing outside of you, because God, in the way it has to be, it has to be all inside of you. The universe is not outside of you. It's actually inside of you. So you can actually experience heaven. I mean, actually go there, because it's already inside of you. If you were to go to heaven, which most of us will, some of us, you can actually go there now. And when you do go there, you are taking this with you. The scenery may change, but you'll still be right here in this. You could go to hell too. Even if you went to hell, you would be bringing this. Okay? Not the actual body. We see the body doesn't come, but the unseen. You got Jaeger? So all 15 dimensions of reality, if you're in deep enough meditation, can be experienced right inside of you. And everything, because the whole outside is illusion, everything that you thought of and reacted to outside, it has always formed inside of you. There is nothing happening outside, because your reaction is simply on the inside. Yeah. The root of all religion is blind faith. The raw meat look-alike guy. I guess so. Please trim. No thanks. Don't worry about it. Then you can actually get rid of that whole idea together. Meth head, you obviously don't even know what you're talking about. It sounds like you want to get a real job, Demon Cyborg. Borg. There's no, I don't think about working at all. Life is meant to be free. You're the one thinking about it. Simply, I'm free of thinking. I am happy. And you gay, the gay is going on in your mind. So you're the one thinking about it. And for you to actually think about it, You've actually seen it before, and you're omitting this. So it's on your mind, all this gayness going on. Thank you. Hello, Caffey boy. Yeah, we have a lot of people that come in from Australia. Yeah. You can never be thankful if you're always, everything's about me, me, me. Because you can never really be thankful for yourself. Most people never even come to that. Hello, Lego. God is the only liar. That's just something you think. That's just your perspective. Good morning, Crazy K. You very much doubt what, Helena? Yeah, I never said I was real. So, that's just your assumption. The only thing that's actually real has nothing to do with your thoughts. That's actually the illusion and what's fake. The only thing that's real is what you feel. You are the feel of life. You are living life. You know this logically, but do you actually feel you're living life? To fully encumber in your living life, you have to stop thinking completely. Yeah. You have to be in the world, not of it. Yeah. The world's temporary. It is very temporary. That's why all your problems are meant to get over. You gotta think, why not be happy now? You're gonna die. The whole reason you came here is to get rid of your karma and to get rid of all your problems. Your problems are because of your greed. Because you're stuck in the head. So that's a great one. If you have any thoughts, they should always be your best thoughts. You have to control this. Okay? You have to control what you're intaking too, especially for the beginners. So, having your mind on God are the best thoughts. Having your mind on love and having your thoughts on happiness. If you see it another way, then that's just the way you're going to feel about it. I don't repeat anybody's words unless I specifically say that, eyeball or die, because I've had the actual experience myself. Yeah. Through multiple ways. But it's happening towards everybody. Yeah. So, it's always there in front of you. Yeah. We talk about this like every day, though, eyeball or die. Please Google most influential person in the world. Seriously, all that matters. Yeah, I agree with you. But it's when you feel the love inside of you that you actually know all of reality. Yeah. It's the end all do all. Simply when you eventually learn to calm your mind, escape it, then you actually get to feel everything. Everything has just one feel, the feel of love, the feel of life. Everything outside of the feel of love is an exaggeration, and you've created it. Yeah. So the only thing that matters is how you feel inside. If you feel happy, then you do happy things. You live a happy life. You say happy things. If you're depressed, your whole world becomes depressed. How's it going? You talk depression. You see the whole world as negative. Okay? If you feel love inside of you, then your whole world becomes love. You have love for everybody and everything. Okay. Let's see, got a little rabbit hole or something. I do have an incurable disease. Yeah. I think you can definitely alleviate some of the symptoms, Samuel. And maybe even reverse it a lot. There's actually a mushroom right there. Yeah. People say like, oh, I beg for money, which I never beg. And there's nothing wrong with begging. But if anyone wants to make donations, I'm going to talk about it every day now. Because the person who said that I was begging, and a couple other ideas, reminded me that I should ask for donations. Why not? They're not for me. They're for when I build the actual community in person where everyone can visit. And if you want to stay for free for spirituality and stress-free living, well, then you can volunteer there and basically live for free. So, the gist of it. And happy birthday, Blue Smoke. Everything is a skit, the unoriginal gangster. Maybe you just don't know it yet. Yeah, Samuel, you know, my body got messed up too. Obviously, because the vegan diet. But again, everything that happens in our life can be overcome, overcame. And it's actually bringing us closer to God. Because as soon as we feel Him, then that's all we need to know. Simply because you feel your best. And you're always trying to come to this. Once you feel this, there's nothing else you want to feel. And everybody's trying to get here. Yeah. So God may give you a disease. Some people may go in a car crash, have an out-of-body experience. God may make your girlfriend leave, vice versa. He may even have a baby die, or your baby, or he may have a family member die. All this represents is to find and feel the love inside of you. Okay. Because once you feel the life inside of you, it's inside. It's what we're searching for. Then you feel all of life outside of you, and then you know intrinsically that it doesn't die. So you will not cry and you will not be mad. You might grieve for a couple days, but you can't really complete the grief, be in it completely, because you still feel the life. You can only feel this. Logically, yes, you can know this, which is good in itself, but to actually feel the life as your cat dying, if you actually feel it, you'll know that the cat really didn't die. Yeah. I love how you look at it. We live in a greedy and selfish world. Yeah, extend your birthday every day, Blue Smoke. Hello, a lot of laughs. Yeah, people have been coming in asking about like LGBTQ. Yeah, it's just, I don't really have no thoughts about it. Yeah. Nothing about me. And it's an organization. Yeah. It's no good or bad. Yeah. I don't even really want to answer that because we've been talking about that almost every day, to be honest. So everyone can have a day off. Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah. Again, what you want to do with your life is what you want to do with your life. What anyone else thinks about it has nothing to do with what you're going to do. Because everyone is going to think something about it. Yeah. And it doesn't matter what you do, because it's up to you. Yeah. People are always trying to control you simply with their thoughts. Okay? People literally want to control you through your mind. Okay? Most people don't know they're trying to control you. So I'm doing good, Adriana, that I'm here with all you guys. Hello, baby, from the beach. Yeah. Simply whatever life that you want, you go and live it. There's nothing stopping you. There's not an outside force. The force is inside of you. Yeah. We are a tested frequency by our Father. Yeah. Yeah. Everything you have a problem with is the reason why you're here. Yeah. It's the reason why it's a problem. Shout out from East London. Uh, that's one way of looking at it, Gordon Kern. More so the devil. Other people's words. Yeah, that's completely fine. And that's completely up in your mind. Yeah. Yeah. I don't repeat anybody's words. Thank you, D-Man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it helps. God is so good. I gave my anxieties and worry to Jesus, and it helps calm my mind so quickly and soul. That's the power. That's the power of Jesus. Don't you have a British accent? Nice cup of tea. No, I don't. But me and this one friend I have, we were joking about the British accent the other day. I would like to have a cup of tea. I appreciate you, D, man. It's not religion asking for money. I'm asking for money. And it's actually to give back and build the community for you guys. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have any thoughts about Islam at all. I've never researched it. I've never had anybody even tell me really about it. Yeah. I simply don't know anything about it. So I don't really think about it. People think I know a lot about ideas or certain religions. It may sound like it, but no, I actually only know very little. And especially the stuff that interests me. Because the stuff that interests me has been the only stuff that I've been interested in, valued, and put attention to. Okay. And I just go off all the stuff that experiences what I feel. This is not an emotional state. Okay? I feel through life, and life has always been guiding me. So it's guiding you too. All knowledge is when you still the mind and you begin to feel God. Because then you feel everything. Because everything is life. And you can pick up information by the feel of it. Yeah. So basically, I can read anybody's state once by looking at them, and also by their movements. I can read anybody's inner state, how they feel, by their movements. I can also take a look at them. So, yeah. If somebody's angry, they need not tell you that they're angry. If you're alert, you can pick up the feel, what they're feeling. Okay? And they're going to be doing angry things. They're going to be doing angry movements. They're going to be breathing usually really fast. They're going to be stomping around. I'm already doing what God wants me to do with my life. Yeah. Just give this love to the world. And I will be going around the world next year. And I'm going to be building the community. So the more donations, the merrier. Mm. Oh yeah, ATL. There's so much nonsense, and people, the people that talk about money the most are the people who never buy or donate anything. They're the people that criticize the most. So, yeah. They're just really ungrateful at the end of the day. It's pretty simple. Hello, Ben. Prove me wrong into the void. Uh, we live in a world of self-indulgence. Yeah. Only wishes they could feel. Yeah. It's just a thinking, processing. Hello, Just Cat. Consciousness is you, not your body. Hello, Jay West Bay. Rar. Yeah. You are on a mission. Yeah, we're all on a mission. And we're all trying to get back to it. Everybody knows what they should be doing, but they don't go do it. Yeah. It's very easy. Thank you, Taj the Tangerine. I'm sure you would prefer if you didn't have to acknowledge us. It's just me. We're all made of the same God in the same life. Okay? Your persona that you created and your adjectives and your perspective, that's completely made up. Since I feel life, that means I feel you too. Yeah. This is truth. It's really the only thing real because you can feel it. Whereas your mind, you can think of anything. You can take any judgment you want. You can have any perspective that you want. And most people, especially religions, they're simply fighting over their perspectives. They want you to accept their perspective. They're trying to fight you with the mind. I Do I think Paul was an imposter? I mean, I don't really have no comment on that. Not really. May Jesus bless this wonderful man. Imaginary friends can't bless us, then you'll never know the blessings around you, that one guy. I'm not a preacher, and you will see that I'm something far more than that. There's no such thing as people having, yeah, what you're talking about, Tracy names. You can't get help. God's the only person to help you. And to the contrary, not knowing God is mental health. mental illness. You simply don't feel your life. Definitely not drinking tea. Well, Wales is a little bit different. I'm going to scroll down. Hello, unnatural. Hello, moonlight. Yeah. I've never smoked man-made cigarettes. God says nothing to me. Well, you're living, so he's actually saying everything to you. Yeah. Maybe you should pay attention, Bones. Or you can buy the technique I have for $350 and you'll know exactly what he's saying all the time. Yeah. The sun is saying something to you. So is the moon. So is your dog, if you have one. And God always says something to you because he's everywhere in your everyday life. It's the whole reason you feel to do something. Because anytime you feel to do something, you're trying to actually feel him, feel love. That's all we're ever trying to do. Yeah. I don't agree with saying you are a sinner. That's one thing I don't agree with. Saying you are a sinner, just to clear this up. Yes, it is true we come here for our sins. But to say you're a sinner, you're being derogatory towards yourself. You're viewing yourself as negative. You're feeling negative about it. You should actually never say you are a sinner. And I'm never going to change those words. Because it's like saying, I'm a criminal, I'm a murderer. But even saying I'm a sinner is worse. Because you can actually see how you feel from it. You start to look down upon yourself. That was mistranslated. We have sins and we're undoing them. And we're meant to be perfect just like God. That is actually stated in the Bible too. So you can even go to yourself and say, I'm a sinner. See how you feel about it. It's not a righteous feeling. It's not a good feeling. Thus, God doesn't want you to do that. He doesn't want you to feel bad and be negative. We're supposed to come outside of that. You say you're more than a preacher. I'm simply life, and I'm expressing the feel of life. Also trying to give you a new perspective. God is all we need. Yeah, it's $350 a lot too. I made a choice to stop smoking and drinking today. That's good. You must save yourself, and God will repair. Yeah. Having faith and the drugs are saying too much to you. Yeah. But you can't make the horse drink water. That couldn't be more true, D-Man. Even our faith is a gift. Yeah. That's true, Jody. Your cat just showed up after 4 days. It's probably, yeah, it was meant to happen. It's probably because you're in this live and we're spreading this love. Do I support Trump? Sure. Yeah. Hello, Michael Meeser. Meow. Hello, Euphoria. God bless your soul. We check S&P 500 chart. Not sure what you mean. That's a lie. We're all sinners. We came out of sin. Yeah. If you want to think that you're a sinner and keep viewing that in your mind, fine. But you're always going to feel bad when you call yourself a sinner. And I have already admitted that we come here for our sins. But it also says that we are perfect in the Bible too. Jesus says this himself. As we're created in the image of God. Yeah, saying you are something becomes your identity. And that's why you don't know why they're saying you are a sinner. You don't know the spiritual reference to it. We came here on earth. It's true what they say, but they're not clarifying it. Especially, you come here for your sins. It is true. Okay? But you're trying to actually become better and more perfect. You've never sinned in your life? Okay. But what Amy Ear said is spot on. Yeah. The Bible says a lot of things, Michael Meeser. And I don't know exactly why I would say that. I don't know the context around that one. Yeah. Yeah. Michelle, because all life has to do with above. All the time structure we have. And it all comes, sorry, it's real loud. It all comes from the sky. The sun, the moon, the stars, constellations, planets. They dictate our world. Yeah. I never said that I didn't sin. You're just completely twisting and manipulating and just saying what you want at this point. Kill switch. You can still ask for forgiveness, Chelsea. Yeah. Yeah, we fell from grace, but we're trying to reach God. We're trying to come back to grace. Yeah. I have sinned. I have got angry. I haven't been angry in 10 years or mad. Okay, that was a life lesson. I sinned, whether it was past karma or in the moment, and I learned my lesson. I've already repented many times. Okay? What a sin is something that makes you feel negative or bad. Okay? God shows you what feels good and what feels bad. It's simply that. The sin is something that feels negative and bad. God feels good and amazing. And the whole point of asking for forgiveness, it's not even necessarily about the past. It's about bringing you to the living present, to come out, because usually when you sin, you're gonna feel bad, you will, and then you will think about your sin. You will keep thinking negatively. When you ask for forgiveness, your mind stops. You begin to feel the Lord. You're not thinking about your past actions. You're coming into the living presence. Your mind is becoming calmer. Because when you feel God and you are in the moment, this is when all your sins melt away. And then you take righteous action. You know what the right action is because God is speaking to you. You feel Him. As with the Bible, as without, as within. Hello, boss. Okay? What does this mean? There's also a God-given GPS that's inside of you. God is your intuition. Okay? This is how He actually speaks to you. And then there's the actual physical, the Bible or Scripture. There is none righteous, no, not one. Yeah, because that goes back to we're trying to unlevy all our sins in the past. Yeah. I feel worse to think I'm only one out here feeling daily. Well, when you start making the better decisions and changing your perspectives, Chelsea, then you're not going to feel bad and you're not going to think you fail every day. Love and life is all there is. No. All your feelings are God? No. All your emotions, anything that's not love, is self-created. Because all there is love underneath all your ideas, underneath all your emotions. You can only feel love. Okay? It's when you feel your life. This is life. The life is the feel of love. It's one of the hardest things to do, to concentrate on the feel of love. It's a release. It's a stress-free state. You'll never know God being stressed out. He is stress-free. You have to be stress-free to know Him, to feel Him. Simultaneously, when you do feel Him, you become stress-free. Okay? Because He is love. So, all emotions in your head, all emotions start from a problem or an idea you have of something. It was never a problem. Your perspective is the problem. So you could tell me something that you see negative right now. Anyone comment down below? that's negative in your life, and I will show you why it's negative. We can do that. Because all your problems and any emotion you've ever had, you've actually created it. It's not a feeling. It's a self-created perpetual emotion. It's simply your perspective. If my girlfriend broke up with me, you would probably get really sad. I've already had this experience. I've learned my life lesson. If someone breaks up with me, I'm going to be happy. I already feel love. Someone shoots me in the head, cuts off my arm, I'm still going to feel the love inside of me. Because that's all there is to feel. Don't say you donate something and didn't do it, because that's a sin. Yeah, the closer we become to Jesus, we become sinless. Yeah, that's exactly right. See you later, Chelsea. Jagger for Christ. How can the devil be lies if God is true? No, it's not. The devil is just going against truth. Maybe sometimes sprinkles a little bit of it in. Yeah. The devil is a lie. How can the devil be lies if God is true? Because that's exactly how it is. You were meant to feel every way to grow properly. Yeah. Anything you don't like feeling is simply because you're holding on to it and you're supposed to release it. Simultaneously, when you release anything, you feel free. You feel God. And you feel love. Don't know where my water bottle is. The devil is a liar, yeah. You see what I mean now? Yeah. The devil's just stuck in his head. Just like a human being is. Yeah. When they say heart is deceitful, I don't like this. It means egotistical love. So only loving one person, such as your girlfriend. That's what they mean by this love, but the way of love is the truth. Okay? I don't like that one. I'm being completely honest, because to say, just listen to this. You can feel what I'm saying. Your heart is deceitful. Now listen to that. You know that it feels wrong. So when people see it and read it, are they really feeling it? I don't like this because it's meant more so for egotistical love. Love, a false love. Yeah. Yeah. Because God wants your heart. He wants your love. Any passion you enjoy doing, you do it with love. Anything you do in life, the key is to do it with love. Because then you'll end up doing what you actually love to do. Anyways, the symbol of love, the symbology of it, is a heart. So how can the heart be deceitful if the symbol of heart is love? Okay. The devil's done nothing to me. Again, I'm not against anything. I'm pro-Bible, I believe in Jesus. Yeah. And I definitely love God. He works through all of us. He's all around you. You're just not seeing it clearly. I'm not sure what you mean, democratic Christian. Carrot worked when it mattered, or enough lie to ruin you. Hello, golden lamination. Yeah, that's crazy. Government agencies came in. J West Bay. Thank you. Yeah, it was getting a little hot, so I took off the hat. There are no symbols. Yeah. You would never know what a symbol means, such as yin and yang, if someone never explained it to you. There's a lot of, same with any statue, especially like ones in India, or maybe a totem pole in Native American culture. If you would see these statues, they're simply just there. You would never know the meaning. Yeah. You would have to see very, very deeply into how it was made and why it was made. You can't love to unlive people. Once you're misconcepting it. You're talking from your mind. Your mind is allowing that. You can simply say you don't love to unlive people. Once you feel your life, you recognize and feel all life together. It's not outside. You would never just go and kill life. Your heart wouldn't let you do that. It'd be impossible. You would go against yourself completely. The only way you can go against yourself completely is if you don't feel your God-given life, which most people don't. Only a few times. And if you're stuck in your head. There's no hair to cut, Alex the boss man. I'm not against anything, you just don't understand what I'm saying. Are you a tornado? Yeah, the devil comes from truth. There only is the truth. Everything trickles down. That's why it becomes deceiving eventually. That's true, Jody Grow. Yeah, it was a spiritual death. Thank you, Jagger for Christ. It takes one to know one, basically. Yeah. Tornado wins, yeah. Who really cares, right? Can love to unlive people? No. No, you can't. The body of true believers. Okay. Hello, Strawberry Mira. That is true, Charles. I'm not sure if that's the Charles that I know. I never heard of God saying to keep your hair short, Brittany. Devil seduces us with the comforts of life. Yeah, I completely agree, Charles. God only cares if you love God and your neighbor. Yeah, that's true. Hello, Rodrigo. Yeah. There's nothing outside of you. God's even inside of you. The feeling of Him. He created you in His image. God bless you all. And you can feel Him inside of you. So, when you see the 3-eye atlas, again, it's coming from inside of you. Hearing about it, seeing about it, the image about it, even the idea of it, it's coming in from inside of you. If you drop the idea altogether, then there's no idea about it. It's just whatever, it's there. Yeah. My favorite thing I've been saying recently is, and there's 2 parts to this. God is omnipresence. If your mind becomes clear, if your mind becomes omnipresent, then you actually see what God's all about and feel Him. If you want to know all of reality, you have to become completely still. God is still. This is when you have the ability to feel everything. You can be moving and still too. But most people are moving way, way too much, especially in their mind. So that's why they have to sit. Okay. So they can calm down their mind. You can't detect everything. Everything in this universe, you simply always want to feel something. People underlook this. Anytime you do an activity, you don't want to think about it. That's just mental garbage. Thinking and thinking and thinking. You want to get to where you actually feel something. You go on a hike. Even when you read the Bible, you want to feel something. Okay? When you're in love with somebody, you want to feel something. Evil people, everybody wants to feel their best. They always want to feel something. Okay? I'm responding to this Niviet. You always do anything. Everybody wants to feel. The whole universe which is God, has a fundamental feel underneath the shape and underneath the idea that you have. It's simply all living life. And if you feel you're living life, then you feel all of living life. It sounds abstract or obscure. Okay? But if Jesus appeared in front of you, what does it matter what he looks like? He told you not to be of the flesh. It's how he's going to make you feel. We always do things that make us feel the best. That's what we want. Okay? Even if God appeared, it doesn't matter. You're going to feel something. He's already here to feel. You just can't see him. Okay? Same thing with the devil. If the devil appeared right here in front of me, so what? The devil wants you to feel him. Doesn't matter what he looks like. He could look like a normal human being. He could look like one of these super rich people on earth. Okay? It's how they make you feel. And if the devil did appear, I could feel his fear, because that's what the devil is. He is the feeling of fear. Doesn't matter what he looks like. If I'm feeling love inside of me, I can still feel what he's feeling. But it depends how I feel inside. If I feel love, then it doesn't matter what happens outside of me. People really overlook this. It's just that everything matters how you feel on the inside. And the fundamental feel of who you are is love. It comes through calmness to get to here. You can't be running around, and your mind can't be running around all the place. You're not calm. Yeah. Life is so peaceful. It's incredibly peaceful. It's when your mind actually shuts off. There's not even words for it. Okay? That's why there's no words for God as to explain the feel of him. Okay? And when you feel this inside of you, yeah, it's... yeah, winter's coming soon. Hello, Florida. Yeah, a lot of religion and everything is based on astrology. The planets are inside of you. The planets are outside of you. Okay. And as we said, if you want to rewatch the beginning of this video, the whole universe is inside of you. You'll be in Florida, Stefan, in January. Well, I don't know where you're at right now. No, I was saying people get stuck in their mental garbage. That's, yeah. It doesn't matter if you feel chemicals in your brain that whether that's true, which it is, you could say. You don't need someone to tell you this. Oh, there's chemicals in your brain, and this neuron hits this neuron, and this happens. Science will never get to love, because simply you can't feel it. You can't prove on paper a feel. You actually have to feel it yourself. Thank you, Life on Two Wheels. You're non-binary? Binary? Yeah. It. I did say at the beginning of this live, earlier it felt like winter. It's like there's not even fall. Fall was like 3 weeks and it's over. Yeah. There was a time on this planet where there was no winter. Yeah. Science is simply trying to get to what we already are. Did you find a home yet? I'm right here, so I'm always in my home. Okay, Babu. You're already home. You are already love. You think you're an idea or a concept? Like, what is reality to you? What is living life to you? You are not the idea, you can tell me. You are not the body or the mind. Essentially, you are the feel of life. That's what you are. It's not a person or even a thing. You're actually the fabric of the feel of life. That's why we always want to feel our best. Hey, hello, boss. Nice jacket. The river otter. Yeah, that was a birthday gift, Rodrigo. It was a blessing from God. So, just thank him. And I'll be real proud if you do use it, because I'll be proud of you. Yeah. We don't always do what we feel is best. Yeah. Doing what you need to do will make you feel your best. Our true selves is spirit. Thank you, Jagger of Christ. We receive our glorified, resurrected bodies. That's true, Jody girl. We're already here. No. Yeah. You already are it. You are already love. It's actually bursting outside of you. And so is happiness. And it's not only inside of you and expanding out of your body. This love and happiness is everywhere outside of you. As in, so without. Yeah. It's our mental, in this case, mental garbage and negative perspectives. This blocks, your thoughts literally block your spirit down. And you're focused on the thought, the negativity, than the positivity of your soul, the feeling of your body. It can snow for Christmas. No, I'm not sure what you're saying, Brittany, but life is naturally coming to you. It's the easiest thing to let it come to you. Your intuition is always telling you what you need to do. Yeah, and what you want to do. And why? Because you feel it the most. It tugs on you. Which that is God pulling you. Hello, Jeremy. Yeah, I mean, the devil can be neurotransmitters, sure. It's simply whatever you name it. Yeah. Yeah, Triple J. But that's not gonna, knowing all that knowledge, I already feel the love. What is a frequency? Doesn't matter the numbers, you simply feel it. The numbers are trying to get to the feel. And I already said I don't know much. You probably missed it though. So the galaxy is created by God, but there's nowhere else to get out there because you're taking yourself with you. You can actually go there without even going there because it's inside of you. That's how you know it. They must never cut their hair throughout the time of their vow. Yeah. Levi Lamplighter. Yeah. Anybody that grows their hair out, females don't tell you this. They're simply not aware, most of them. It feels good. There's a certain extra feeling to it. Yeah. So you would just have to scratch your hair and see. Our whole life and what we've has been backwards. This is a part of the game. There would be no fun either. The whole reason we're here in this realm is to undo this, to make stuff straightforward. To propel humanity. We're all here to do this. If you feel love, it don't matter if you're literally burning kerosene fire. No, because you'll die in love. And the kerosene fire would be a warning. Your body would be warning you that this would be what a sin is, to stay away from it. But if you were planning to die or going to die, the intensity body can only do so much. You're asking very hypothetical questions that aren't even going to happen most of the time. Ganja shuts your mind off? Well, that's good that it does that. That's why you do it. Because you're trying to shut your mind off. And whatever you do, it's to simply shut off your mind. This is why you do something. You just aren't aware of it. And then you have awareness. If you keep the focus, when you're doing something, that there's no thoughts going on. You pay attention to when you're thinking all the time. But you don't pay attention to when you're not thinking. That's when you need to pay attention. Don't pay attention. Okay? So anything anybody's trying to do, is to get caught up in the moment so they actually feel love. It's living in the presence. And it's to quiet your mind. The only reason why you don't feel love anybody right now would because the mind is going on too much. He's in the churches right now. I thought you were saying... Yeah, we're all God consciousness. Yeah, stuff is based on frequencies, triple J, yeah. Oh, you're in New York, Stefan? Okay, so many people talk about so many places in their lives. I sometimes need a few reminders. Yeah. Matt Damon. Thank you for being here again, Euphoria. Southern boys couldn't handle this northern weather, Taylor Jenkins. Yeah, that's definitely true. I don't know where you stay at, though. I'm not biased. I don't like being like... I wouldn't want to live in like a super Antarctica or Siberia. Not forever. Just... Science comes out of love, Samuel. God bless your heart. That is true, Jody girl. It looks beautiful outside. Yeah, it was cloudy for like a whole week straight. Before it was the perfect weather for like 3 weeks. So yeah, here I'll show a little bit. Universe by J. West Bay. Antarctica isn't real? Thank you, Jagger for Christ. Yeah, I appreciate you. Without science, we would not be living. We were living before science. And so was God. So that's what it's looking like. Yeah, Brittany Color, but like, you wouldn't look at the yin and yang not knowing it and to say what you say. It maybe one person could do that, but that's, again, it's very hard to just figure that out without somebody telling you. Why do you think I smoke? I actually think that you smoke from you saying that. I'm gonna scroll to the top of the comments though. I'm way behind. I'm not trying to troll this. This dude's struggling bad. Who says I'm struggling? Who is talking to you on your mind? You're the one that has schizophrenia because it's talking, you're hearing voices in your head. So you must hear a voice in your head, heck, LZ, whatever that is. You must have a voice in your head, schizophrenia, you just proved it, that told you something, and then now you just blurted it out. No one's encouraging anything. You're just, again, making an idea, an assumption. Thank you. And you obviously feel like negative and resistance. That's why you're even saying this. Yeah. It's going to snow here today. Yeah, Strawberry Mira, because he's trying to get me to agree with him and gaslight him, which this is a technique people do where they're worried but they make fun of you. Just mental garbage going on in his head. Yeah, I feel like it's always cold in Wales. Oh, from Philadelphia? Yeah. Yeah, Jay West Bay's from around that area. He's actually in here. Because they want to hear it, Jeremy. Yeah, yeah. Is it me or shrimp legs get fried chicken? You literally said this before about that. Hair is like antennas. Yeah. Yeah. I have a couple videos about it. Probably have more. But there are reasons to shave your head too, but it's no reason to get into all that. But when your hairs on your skin stand up, again, you feel something. Your hairs are connected to the world. Hello, Tobiero. Hello. The salvation is a miracle. The heart inside of us literally is resurrected. Yeah. I thought you said you were going, Jody girl. Or were you saying peace to somebody else? Is it already winter there? Yeah, it basically is. Great question. Do I believe in miracles, Jay West Bay? Yeah. Yeah, I believe in miracles. Everything's a miracle. Yeah. And there's a science to how these miracles come to play, to how to learn about them. And if you actually see the things that happen in your life, everything is synchronized with everybody else's life too. So you will see some of the stuff that I mentioned, really all of it, but some of the stuff you're going to see happen in your day-to-day life. And I go over examples every day, as we were talking about the British accent. And then we were talking about the Canadian one the other day. Maybe yesterday. But if you really see everything, see at least some of the stuff in your life, it's all a miracle. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So my wig needs adjustment. Love your haters. Yeah. Yeah, this is why we said leave the trolls. It's alright. People are so quick to jump to their assumptions. Yeah, because our mind, when we're not aware, most people, or half of the layman people, the mind is very quick. And then it makes a judgment. Now they're stuck in the judgment. And then some people blur it out. But these people are not aware. Yeah. That's all. And even anything that you judge, if you see it from a negative way, you're going to feel negative about it. So you create everything in your head. But before you create or have the quick judgment, you're just the feel of life. This is what you really are. The feel of everlasting joy. It's everlasting. Only you can miscrooj it. Only you can deceive it through creating something else, negative. Before you create any thoughts, you are the feel of life, complete overwhelming joy. If you ever see a kid jumping up and down, that's him. You're completely filled with love. Yeah. So that's who you are before the thoughts. Positivity, never-ending excitement. And when you think about something negative, you're going to automatically feel negative. Yeah. Yeah, and I said that, hells or whatever it is. I said that to actually, you didn't probably think about this, but maybe I said it to actually troll you. Yeah. People don't understand why I do a lot of things. But there's reasons why I do everything. Yeah. The iron count I think you ladies go through. Haters are sacred and afraid. Scared. That's true, J. West Bay. Yeah. People think they're trolling me. Oh, you don't even have no clue what you're in for. You have no clue what to expect. That's like people say stuff about my beard or my hair as if I've never seen a mirror or something. Yeah, I know very well what I look like. And I think what people say, some of the stuff is funny, I'm always happy. You'll never see me mad for the rest of my life. Too. And I'm always giggling. Okay? I actually giggle way more than this. Yeah. But I try to, I turn it down a notch. Yeah, the calm here, Jeremy. Personally, you're here for the beard? I mean, I always, like, when I first watched the Pirates of the Caribbean, that's how, like, to live a life like that, I felt like I wanted to be Jack Sparrow after that. No? I mean, just imagine living on a ship, even back then, and you're just going place to place. Like, how could you not be happy and full of life? Because you're a joker? Yeah. I find a lot of the stuff I do and even say, and I'm only going to say this once, I find it hilarious. I do. Can't lie about that. I find life hilarious. Okay? Even younger, when I had thoughts, which were few and far between, I usually laughed at them. Yeah. Not because they were negative or like angry thoughts. The scenario just made me laugh. Yes, I am the joke. No, but I've witnessed it. Yeah, but I understand you could be here for the beard. Anyone ever heard of the rice experiment? Yeah, that's true. We do it every day, Jody girl. Everything you say to yourself, and more importantly, the stuff you say about other people, it's in your head, so it's happening to you. It's not happening about anyone. You want it to be about them, but the feeling is inside of you. That the thought that you're dealing with is inside of you. I just got home from work. I bet you never say those words. There's simply nothing to say. You didn't have to say it either, buddy. I just got home from work. And right when I get off this live stream, I'm gonna say, believe it or not, I just got home from work. Yeah, I mean, I just did this recently, so it's something new with a beard. But I'm gonna be, someone gave me an idea about like braids, but I've been waiting on someone to do that, so it was actually in the chat, and I was supposed to meet up with somebody that's gonna be doing it for me. Sometime life looks like The Walking Dead. Some people are going to find them entertaining. People are going to be in here for all sorts of reasons. But at the end of the day, you made a choice, as you do with everything in life. But also, really, It's God guiding you in here. Yeah. Hello, Davy. Glad you stuck around. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy Schmidt. You know what's funny? That guy that jogs around here, one day he gave me a note. I don't know if you guys were in here for this. He was like, he didn't want to interrupt what I was doing on the live, but he gave me a note of one of his relatives. This was just like 2 weeks ago, maybe less. And the name of the relative, I won't say the first name, but his last name was Smith. Pretty much spelled just like yours, Jeremy. Negative spots are not always organic. Yeah. Yeah. If you don't have awareness, yeah. All this demons attacking you and people need exorcism. You have to be a real weak and feeble-minded person. Even like a caveman, it's not that easy to do. You have to be actually like acceptable to it. Yeah. More people willingly do it than they actually get attacked in the mind. Yeah. So, and it's blown out of exaggeration because it rarely happens. Like, yeah, but since we hear about this one instance out of like a million or a couple million, we're like, oh yeah, you can get attacked. Yeah, but it's very a rare occurrence. It's like, you more so have to be in a negative. When you pick negativity, you align with the devil. Okay? Negativity is the devil. Simply, it's just negative. I mean, you're not completely aligning with the devil. This is a beautiful tree. But you're setting yourself up for the being attacked spiritually. Yeah. So being negative is like the worst thing you can do. One of the worst. Yeah, this is actually stunning. Like, no warrants, just summons. Yeah. Yeah. For you to even like, we know that there's people, that talk to the devil, which is just negative energy. That's what it is. We discussed this already. But for you to talk to him, you have to be you have to be completely unaware, because you want to go talk to him. And you're going to feel negative, or you're going to feel fear. Leading even up to it, something's going to feel off. But if you're not aware and not paying attention, that's what he's going to make you feel anyway. So no matter what people do these in the public's eye, such as really rich people or some aristocrat, because you can fool people. You can't really, but you can to some through their mind. If you're aligning with the negative, the devil, even if you show you're laughing and show pictures, whatever, you're always going to feel fear. That's what the devil is. Even if you have all the money, all the sex, you're going to fundamentally fear fear as a fear-based reality. They're turning all red. That tree was very beautiful. And so, see you later, D-Man. Well, I was trying to read the one comment, but Jody Girl said 95% of life is perception. Yeah. When you're living through the mind, yeah. That's true. Again, we live in a feeling-based reality, not actually a thinking. And this just completely is mind-blowing to some people. Greek mythology is still alive today, and it's based on the stars and sky. I'm not going to go too deep into it because we touched on similar topics, and we're not going to have time to go over that deeply. I always used to be like, it just used to interest me in school. But a lot of our stuff, it's present day, is from Greek mythology. Hello, the trad. You guys asked a lot of comments in a short amount of time. So, the walk is so long, it's making my feet hurt. It's funny. Well, just know I'm going to be done mainly walking after this. So, yeah, time is in God's hand. No, I'm not homeless. Be a nobody. Yeah, nice long walk, that's one thing. Well, my number one thing that I've always done, and my biggest proponent to promote, is moving your body. Yeah. You don't need to go to a gym. Just simply go out in nature. You're gonna love, that's when you feel your best. Or get a chance to. Yeah, and exercise is like the best thing. I've always done like so much exercise throughout my whole life. Because I've always felt it. And it always made me feel the best. Seth, thoughts on the Book of Enoch? Yeah, I don't really know too much about that. I know some people are really into it, and my mother is really into it. Yeah. It's like a kind of like a history book, but she actually gave me her copy like a month ago, and I read like a page or two. Okay. So I don't really know nothing about it. Once you're awake, it's hard to go back to sleep. The sheep. Bah. Bah. Yeah, the devil has no authority. It's only when you, yeah, when you allow it in through your mind. I don't know what you're talking about, a Batman. Yeah, I don't know about the Egyptian religion, but it's probably still around today. Why is there fear? People are afraid to love. So people go against God. They go against life. You could also have a severe nutritional deficiency. That's really the only legit way. Yeah. Because there is nothing to fear. Yeah. And God doesn't want us to fear. Right. The screen's at least the glare. But fear is, yeah, it's created through the mind. I'm sorry about your depression. I can try to help you, Greg Van, if you want to reach out to me. But probably too much to talk for right now because we're about to get going. Thoughts on Jordan Peterson? He's probably doing good things, Kevin. Yeah. I don't know. I never really looked into his life. You know, I know that he's on that certain diet, and he healed a lot of things. He's probably really intellectually smart, and he's probably, you know, a more positive and for the world type of person. I will say though, he thinks too much. It's kind of obvious that he thinks too much, and this is a trap people get into, especially like people who teach. You want to actually, you don't want to think more. You want to control your thinking. Because when you stop thinking, so you could feel reality, that's where your thinking is trying to lead you to, so you could feel it. Because all there is to feel this. I don't think he's like some evil or bad guy, and not at all. The mind, you gotta understand, it's why we're here. It's a trap in itself. We came here because of our thoughts, basically. Yeah. It's very hard for people to battle their mind. Yeah. And a reason a lot of your mind is negative, it all has to do with your past deeds, your past karma. Someone who's happy and living a happy life, like I'm not talking about an evil person that's like faking it or something. Like just a common person that you know that just always seemed happy. They've done good deeds in the past. So they have, if they do have thoughts, they're more so positive thoughts, positive perspectives. Yeah. That's what time in nature is great for. It is the mind that creates, son. Yeah. Came here because of a PSL god. Because my thoughts are brutal. Lego, your thought though, those ones that you've got, were someone else's thoughts. Talking about the PSL gods. What they literally did, and most people do this, they've implanted their thoughts. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Into your thoughts. Okay. Yeah, JP is a seeker. Yeah. Again, I've never watched too much, so I don't know all his angles. Yeah. I've seen him tell like some stories. Everybody is a seeker of Christ. Because everybody wants to feel something. Everybody wants to be happy. What I'm here for. And everybody wants to feel their best. Even the most evil person, they're trying to feel their best. They're going about it and how they think. Even people that don't know that they're trying to feel their best, they're unknowingly going after it too. Yeah. I know I am in the silence, but all the world is noise. Yeah. This is because when you actually get enlightened, or you find God, you're usually by yourself when it happens. So you're not really gonna find and stay with God in a crowd. Okay. Yeah. That's why people isolate. Fear is the mind killer. Oh, Lego, I would give it to you. But if I gave it to you, money, I would want you the freaking... You would have to be happy your rest of your life. Like, I would not... I'd be up your ass about it, too. Like... Yeah. That love is amazing, yeah. That's a great point. When people have kids, Jeremy, they're like, oh, I have a reason to live. You always had a reason to live. Okay? And also, the kid is just reminding them of who they are. It's bringing them outside of their mind. So this is why people have kids anyway. Yeah, obviously to procreate, but because they want to feel this love. The child itself is an embodiment of God. It's to remind you to come back to the love. That's why dads, they always, even if they change a little bit, it's because now they realize that, like, oh man, I have a child now. I love this. But that's even an illusion. It's to remember who you are. Because just loving one child is ego. This gets in more greater illusion. You loving one thing is going against God. Because God is everything. So to love just your child or your wife, vice versa, you're not loving everything else. You're seeing them as an enemy. You're against them. You love everybody's child. You take care of the whole world, the whole environment. Just loving your child is being, you're excluding all of life. So, it's very interesting. Enoch walked with God. Okay. Can't believe you're still alive, bro. We're about to be getting out of here. See you later, Jody Grow. You go for 3-hour walks. Yeah, that's my. I like going to like a place that you have to hike, and it's pretty like an expert hike. I like stuff with like a challenge. You could even say like dangerous. That's just my skill level. Just my preference. Obviously, though, there's not like, I don't know too many places like that. So. I'm not going to be able to answer my life like before this. Yeah. I was happy. Most of my life I've been one of the happiest. What's up, boss? Love you, Kevin. You should love children. Yeah, you're just... Hick 2 PSD. Hello, Eden. Osis is the gospel? Yeah, anyone teaching love, because there's always going to be resistance. I'm not going to be able to give it because we're about to leave light. Yeah. I know a fry to its end. What, a fried fish? If you give a man nails, he can build a home. Wow, that's crazy, Charles. But given when your empty is Reese. Live because you are living. Sounds funny to say to somebody. Yeah, when people are angry and sad, they simply like they don't listen to anybody. Yeah, that's the hard part. Hello, MK. I didn't see you in here. Have I heard of the Purple People Eater? Yeah, I think I've like heard of the book, MK. Yeah, well, Lego, you're gonna have to wait till I have that to spare. So, yeah, I mean that's true, Strawberry Mira. Well, I'm sorry, I'm flying spaghetti monster is real. Well, all right, I'm gonna be getting out of here. Not really, Greg. I don't use it unless someone specifically wants to talk through there. God bless you, Jagger for Christ, Jeremy, J. West Bay, the Holy Spirit, Lego, Levi Lamplighter, Jody Gal, and yeah, who else? There's been a lot in here, to be honest. Strawberry Mira. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, you're gonna have to come some other time. It's funny. The number one conspiracy, we can't say it right now. It's just not gonna be right. The number one conspiracy is the world is an illusion. Everything outside of you is really inside your head. It's the way you see it. Oh, Levi Lamplighter's still here. Bella Kush Powder, I haven't. I just heard you say hi at the beginning. We'll be back again though. We'll be back. And I'll see you later, Euphoria. Yeah. I think I got most of the people in here. Lego, you crack me up. I'll see you guys later. I love all you guys. To see children as your own. You're just making up stuff. Yeah. Make sure you choose love. Think about God in every thought. What's up, boss? Thank you. I appreciate you. People need to People need to appreciate you guys more. People need to appreciate you guys. Yeah, but ask yourself, what would God do? And follow what you love, where your intuition takes you. You're not going to be able to say that to him. Yeah, you're going to have to go. Yeah. You can't talk to one of the members like that. So, he won't be anymore. Plus, he's already been saying so much, so. Alright. Thank you all for being here. And I hope you guys are all filled with love. Just make sure you pay attention to your thoughts and how they're making you feel. I love you guys.